Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to the TA2v2 Pinky in the Brain Cup 2023. I am one of the hosts, Meal Solutions, here with my co-host, Tristan. Tristan, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. I am really excited today because we are doing a much anticipated cast of the TA Gods versus CoolPost from Group C. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this matchup, and I'm very excited to watch these games. Alright, so what you see up on the screen now are the map picks and bans from the TA Gods versus CoolPost. And Tristan, I believe you said that the TA Gods had the first ban and pick, is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct, yeah.
Alright, so I'm not sure the order of the bans, but they definitely picked Claustrophobia first.
We can give a rundown if you want. I've got it here in front of me.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So, TA Gods banned Golden Mullet first, and then CoolPost banned Green Ace. Tag picked Claustrophobia, CoolPost riding the fourth wave. And then a ban from TA Gods for Violet Reefs. CoolPost banned Eye of the Storm. And then TA Gods finally banned Shards.
Interesting.
Oh wait, no, and CoolPost finally banned Chili Rivers, and then we had Claustrophobia. Oh, so Corners, sorry.
Okay. So Corners was the last man standing there. Yep. Now the first choice of Claustrophobia, do you think that had anything to do with Postal having to wake up at 3 a.m. or whatever that was?
Maybe. I know that the TA Gods have been trying to really, especially Tag Venom, has been trying to crush enemies as quickly as possible to get the smallest amount of time. So possibly, I mean, it's a good map for rapid expansion and rapid eco. It's obviously got a lot of metal. So yeah, I can see that being a pretty solid reason.
And then with CoolPost immediately picking riding the fourth wave, we briefly spoke with Postal a day or so ago about it, and he said that they were working on some sort of strategy for early aggression. So I don't know how that'll play out, but I look forward to seeing that. And then lastly on Corners, I just imagine it would be really hard to put up a good fight against the TA Gods. I mean, they are named the TA Gods for a reason, so
I don't know, I think they've got it in them. I mean, Cool Nick loves a build. Loves spamming the winds.
Oh, he can line build for days on Corners.
Exactly. And I feel like Corners is a good opportunity for them there. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Do you want to jump into game one, or was there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Let's get right into it. Let me load this up.
How's the preparations going for Christmas?
Oh man, for the first time in ever, we got all of our Christmas shopping done early, so it's kind of just like a wait and see now.
I've still got some to do, sadly.
Yeah.
But this time.
Yep.
Not much.
Alright, let me swap over here. Alright, so yeah, here we are in the game. CoolPost versus the TA Gods. Up at the top we have CoolPost, Nick in yellow, Postal in his traditional tan. And then on the bottom we have the TA Gods, Venom in teal and orange and rock. I mean, rock and orange. Nice. Alright, so...
Freudian slip.
Yep, Freudian slip, that's right. So Venom capping a mechs going into K-Bot. No mechs there from Rock.
Yeah, I think there's been lately a lot of talk. I know in our first, I think, who did we watch first on this when we casted? Was it Keeper and Executrix versus
TA Gods?
Was it TA Gods?
Mm-hmm.
I think the first time I was like, you asked me what were my thoughts of doing mexes on this map. And before that, I was primarily just rush to T2, get mohos, because I like to. My click speed might not be. It's not that low, but it might not be as high as other players. So I wanted to utilize it elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
However, recently I have been discussing with some other players, and I think that there is value in going mexes, and I don't mean just the starting 2.0 metal patch. I think there is some value in it because I think you can expand a lot quicker. Apparently, they can repay themselves, I think, in 25 seconds on a 2.0 mex, I think it is, something like that. And I think probably most of these are 1.2 or 1.8. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check.
All right, so we have Rock coming up with a flea. So Volnik already has the missile tower, but these spires are gonna probably cause some issues.
Yeah, I can see the MTs already slamming into them. I mean, this is great positioning.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. That's a great shot.
Yeah. Right on the high value mechs as well.
Oh, and you got it. All right, so in exchange of AKs here, they both just decide to let each other go.
Yeah,
Flea's
there it goes
down.
down.
Nice, he built it defensively. I like that.
I have wondered about that, but I'm just like, is there... I mean, this could just go wrong. Once they get the micro advantage on you, I think I'd spend the build power on... I'm still not convinced on fleas. I know that they can be really annoying, like, if positioned well like that. But I just think, okay, yeah, you lost a mex maybe, but I would still invest in a con, because I think just getting the eco... I think that, for me, the most important thing is getting the eco going.
Mm-hmm.
On this map in particular. But I don't know. Obviously need some offensive units, but...
All right, so here we have Venom and Rock both going into additional T1 labs. They're both
I
building
like
metal
that.
storages as well. I don't know if that's necessarily needed at this point because you're about to be using your metal with this additional lab.
And then I imagine probably a T2 lab will be coming at some point soon as well, which is also going to draw a lot more. Yeah, I'm not sure if I think it's... I think it's just a bit of... gives you a bit of grace, a bit of extra room to maneuver.
Right, yeah.
So... Yeah, I don't know.
I'm also a bit surprised that there's nothing guarding this lab right here. Oh, and a
And the
third
comm is
T1.
building.
Wow.
What is Rock doing at this point in time with his comm? He's just guarding, okay.
Mm-hmm. He's going all peewees right now.
Yeah, I think this is Venom in having instructed Rock to finish games earlier. So, going for the jugular. My question to you is, I think before we probably are both in agreement that you wouldn't go mexes. Having now seen a lot of other people and teams go mex, what would you do? Would you go mex or would you still go mass reclaim?
I'm not convinced. Maybe like a couple, but I haven't really seen a definitive, advantage of capping all the mexes.
Yeah. Suppose we'll have to do some more testing.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably actually mechs might just edge it if you have the click speed.
Right.
And because if you are just constantly pumping out cons, because you could do like waves, couldn't you? Isn't that the ones that come out after could then start expanding behind the ones that have reclaimed?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it could work well.
All right, so Kolnick's done a pretty good job of clearing up his space pretty quickly. That'll give him some room to do all of his line building that he loves to do.
Yeah, get them solars out.
I'll tell you that I can already tell that Postal's suffering here. He has multiple idle cons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty early on. I think this is just, having come back from a party and slept for like, I don't know, a couple of hours. Getting up, I think, was it 4, 5 o'clock, something like that for him? I don't know.
I mean, I think it may have even been 3. I don't know.
So I have respect for Postal for doing that. So thank you for letting us have these games to watch.
Definitely. All right, so it looks like we're about to have a double on Coolnick up here.
Yeah, and all the pressure is basically on CoolPost, apart from one unit which has managed to break through and looks like it's making its way to rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that PB is going to do anything. It's going to get cleaned up pretty quickly.
It could
Yeah.
get a con. That would be nice.
Maybe. Yeah.
Coolnick's doing a pretty good job defending this. Venom pulled his forces back.
Yeah, it looked like Venom decided to go for see what he can do with Postal. Or we might prevent this T2 lab from going down here.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice. So it looks like Coolnick was attempting to DT these cons in, but he kind of forgot about them.
I think he'll probably come back to that, I imagine, at some point.
Yeah, this lab's gonna get cancelled. That's unfortunate.
That's gonna suck, that is, because that's really important.
And he's getting in the back line at the eco.
Yeah. What are the I mean, this is just basically a full surround of the base.
Yeah, this is rough. And Coolnick's nowhere around to help either.
Yeah, the AKs are coming back for Postal. It just appears to be a pretty big onslaught.
Alright, let's see what they're doing eco-wise. He's getting his advanced up. Rock already has his up, so that's good. Advanced radar.
I mean, I'm not seeing much defensive structures from Postal. It is just two pulverizers. What was has Nick got any defenses?
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's got the line building going.
Yeah,
okay,
he's going, yeah.
I think it makes sense. Conserve the clicks for use elsewhere. What is the radar coverage? I guess if they got advanced on their side, it's going to look a lot better. Yeah, okay, so they can basically see into their base nearly. Venom's still got a fair few, but...
Okay.
I might actually argue that Coolnick and Venom have got the same coverage, despite the fact that Venom has four
right.
radars. I think they might be a bit too close to one another.
Alright, so you see Postal saying that he's dead and that Coolnick has to win. Dig in! Nice, I like it. Never give up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Postal was telling, I think you were there as well, he was telling us that he had set up a, I think was it a Discord or call of some kind, and he joined it, and he wanted Coolnick to just come and shout at him to wake him up.
Right, that's
in the middle
right.
of the night. So, it worked, he's here.
So the good thing is that at least Postal has all this reclaim. I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to have a hard time being able to convert that into resources, but
Yeah,
or into
I mean,
production rather.
it looks like he's below 30%, so he could get some patrol
Right.
patrolling going, and that would work out well.
Oh, Rock has air up now.
Yeah, I like that move.
Mm-hmm.
If I was them, I'd be going for Postal. Just get him out of the game.
Yeah, just go ahead and finish him off, yeah. I like how Venom is just continuing on with the solars. You need to make sure you keep scaling that eco up. Oh, this is going to get cancelled again.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the placement on it. It was quite far out before, and now it's even further out. I think it's got to be near your commander. I'm thinking at this point, I'd be getting the commander to assist with the building of that, because I think that's going to be... Get some Doomsdays up, put them on your back line maybe, so they're not two at the front.
He wouldn't even have enough energy to run a Doomsday.
Yeah, probably not, no. I mean, how many solars has he got at this point? 5, 6, 7? 7.
Yep.
Yes. That's
yeah, he's caught on.
In fact, he's saying he needs a... What is the dot total?
And look, Coolnick just straight up shared 4 solars.
Yeah.
Alright, so Metal, Postal's behind, but the other 3 are pretty even. Energy, Yeah, it's same thing. We'll say Postal is stabilizing a little bit, although these pyros coming in is going to make things really difficult.
Yeah. Postman at the door, 1 second.
Yeah, Coolnick's doing a pretty good job of defending, staying resolute, but he has a pretty big wave of units coming in. Again, these pyros from Venom sneaking through, that's going to be a game changer. Like, there's nothing up here to defend. So all of those solars are fair game. I wouldn't be surprised to see Postal tap out here soon. Or he's just gonna die, yeah. Oh, maybe not. The immolator, I love it. Come on. Getting repaired. His energy is up. He's pulling all the cons to try to repair. Come on, stay alive. Nano block if you have to. Alright. Nice, he lived. Oh, you know it's desperate when you have your commander leading the line building LLTs. Alright, so we have Venom just pumping out advanced cons. Rock working on his air. He's getting advanced up. Oh man, these Mavericks are gonna do some heavy damage.
Oh yeah? How's the air? I missed. Has anything happened with the air? Or
not yet. He's building advanced, so
right, okay.
Let's see. This, if the TA Gods just reverses back all the way to Postal, that's gonna do some major damage.
Okay.
Postal's reeling as it is.
Yeah, this looks like this could be a final blow. I like. Okay.
You know what this is for, right?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a con bomb attempt. I like it. Where their commanders, Venom's commander is pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there's some MTs here.
No, but by the time it gets in, that's already too late. Even on the edge of the screen.
All right, what about Rock?
Okay, here's a question for you. You're in Postal situation. You don't. Well, what do you do? Obviously, you're going for the con bomb. Do you go scout or no scout? Is my question to you.
So I would get the transport up first, and then I would do a scout after that, and just hope for the best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only situation, because I think Venom's pretty switched on. I think you get the Valkyrie out as soon as possible. Immediately get it into the comm into it, delete the lab so they don't even know there has been a lab. I think you've got to get rid of that if you've got any chance.
It looks like it might be seen here. No?
Yeah. And then you go down the edge and just try and find him. I don't think I'd even go for a scout. Maybe if Cool Nick had an air lab, I might ask him to scout on my behalf.
Wait, are they gonna try a double comm bomb?
Hey, we haven't seen any ties yet. This could be.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I'm definitely. I might be reclaiming my lab unless there's the option to delete it. Also, are you transferring your units? Because I feel like transferring your units.
You mean keeping control?
Second. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be done last second, so they don't, in case they see like, why is there some yellow over here now?
Yeah.
Okay, bomb inbound.
Right. In our game versus PFA on Green Ace, I went for that play, but I forgot to share you my unit. So.
Yeah. Can we go to the radar, please, a second? I want to see if Venom can see that there's suddenly a load of yellow. Yeah. So he's just immediately seen on radar, it's changed to yellow. So that's another reason why you can't share, I don't think.
Yep.
Because now, is his comm moving?
Oh, something. It died up here somehow.
Did it? No. I think he's still alive. Oh no, he's not. But there's someone up there. Is that Cool Nick? I don't know.
No, Cool Nick's right
No,
here.
Cool Nick's there.
Unless
There's an
that's a
Atlas up there.
decoy.
No, I think that is the real Cool Nick. I don't know what's on the Atlas at the top left. But yeah, you see, I think Venom. Yeah, Venom's moved his commander. You can already see on the mini map. He's moved him way into the middle of his base now. So I think if you're gonna go for the comm bomb, you can't share. I actually think maybe you can't share at all, because by the time you're there, you're gonna be microing the Atlas.
Right.
So there's not going to be enough time. So I think you just got to go in blind and hope, not share anything.
Could there have been a roach in that Atlas, you think?
Maybe. But why would it be up there? I don't know.
Did something?
I think Postal did get to the bottom left. I don't know what blew up in the top left corner.
Huh.
Postal got to the bottom left. Yeah, he did. Okay, and then he got killed by Mavs, I assume. It was a Mav push. We managed to miss both. Without chattering. Yeah, I think Postal died in the bottom left corner, and he just died to Mavs then.
Alright, so for metal produced, Rock actually outproduced Venom. Not used to seeing that. Good job, Rock.
He'll be very happy.
Yeah. I know typically they have some banter back and forth about their eco, so.
Yeah, 0 excess metal. They'll both be police as well.
Postal, it was a rough day, man. Hard.
Yeah, too tired. Yep. I think it's quite late for Nick as well, isn't it?
I don't know. I think
it might be quite an awful time for him. I can't remember. Late evening, something like that.
All right, so that was game 1 in the books. Game 2 will be Riding the Fourth Wave. Let me get that pulled up. And again, I just love how many games are being played on my map. It's great to watch.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a good map, you know. I think there are other naval reclaims. I haven't actually heard of any of them though. But I was speaking to Postal the other day, and he mentioned there has been some, but I haven't seen any being played. So it's nice to see a naval reclaim map back in the fold.
All right, and we are back. As I mentioned, this is Riding the Fourth Wave. Tag versus CoolPost. We have CoolPost on the left, Tag on the right. And let's see, is it going to be... interesting. He's Cool Nick is arm. And then I guess Rock is arm as well.
Is Postal core? It's okay. It's a matchup, mirror matchup. Now you're a core fan, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I like core overall, but especially in the sea.
I mean, I think that's interesting.
You just can't. There. Yeah, I mean, you can still reclaim it, so
yeah,
no big deal.
I like that. It's min-maxing. You were saying, sorry?
But just warlords. Warlords in the sea, just completely OP.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so this is interesting. Right away, we have Postal coming in with multiple skeets.
I like this because I feel like you have got to. I feel like if they're not playing their best, their chances are probably higher early game. So if they can get some economic damage done immediately.
And you see here these sonars, those two will explode just from one dying. That guy will be easily killed.
Are they going to see... Is Postal going to see the comm, which is repairing or reclaiming? Yep, he sees it. Yep, I like this.
So Venom correctly just switches immediately into Searchers, and then Rock comes to help as well.
Are they going to kill that com? You've got to kill that com.
Yeah, there's no way it can survive. Okay, it's dead. Now, what's interesting over here is Nick is very vulnerable.
He's got two. He reclaimed it. I love it.
That's awesome. But his lab was completely idle that whole time. Oh man. Is this guy gonna get reclaimed too? But the wreck's gonna die. Oh no. No. Okay, he did get the wreck reclaim. Alright, so a wrap up from that early harassment. I believe that the TA gods are pretty heavily in the lead here. Their counter attack did some pretty good damage. We have Rock starting another lab.
I would agree with you that they are ahead now, but if Cool Nick had been able to build more rather than idling his lab, and if CoolPost had did CoolPost build any of his it looks like he only built 2 titles. Did he just not have the micro, or was he just too tired, or did he build more? I don't know. It looks like Nick had shared him some.
Yeah, so the plan was for Nick to share Postal titles so that Postal could get immediate searchers over to the other side. Mm-hmm. I think where the hang-up is that Nick left his lab idle, and then his con got pulled out of the way to try to reclaim the
lab, yeah. Or some of the ship even. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Venom's not as far ahead as he would be though after that attack, so I think there was some payoff at least.
Mm-hmm. You know, they definitely got the con. I would have liked if they got around here and got some of the eco as well, but yeah. I don't know if that was really feasible because they Rock and Venom were defending it pretty well at that point.
Yeah. But I did like that strategy. I thought that was good. I just think, yeah, maybe a bit of tiredness coming in and in not building anymore and capitalizing on your own economy at home.
These guys are going to take out Postal's titles. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, there's a sonar up. Postal looks to be looking at. He realizes Dab is just too late.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm not sure an MT tower is going to do the job.
No.
You can get taken out pretty quickly. I think it's just a case of. Would you get your com? I think I just get my com to pump out a skeet.
Alright, so good job for Postal on pulling these back, but they're still in danger.
Yeah.
And if they're not reclaiming, that's definitely hindering his production. And now we have Rock coming in on Cool Nick at the bottom. Oh, this is rough. CoolPost is getting pulled around all different kinds of ways.
Here's a question for you. They're building currently. CoolPost is building just kind of forwards, Cool Nick is building kind of forwards. Postal is building kind of up and away. Would you, if you're in a situation where you're not doing potentially as well as you wanted to, potentially behind the other team, would you build your labs just close together, but towards the enemy? Because that way you might be able to utilize production.
Yeah. So, if it were me, this lab would be like right here.
Yeah, because I feel like you're safer, but you're still building towards the enemy.
Exactly.
And your units don't have to go as far, because if you're going to be bouncing back and forth between each other's base trying to defend, then the lesser distance will make it much more easier.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and call it here. This game's done.
Yeah, it does look pretty.
CoolPosts have lost too many cons. The production of the TA gods is going to be way too much for them to handle.
Yeah. How many ships have they got reclaiming? Have they got like
Well,
one up there? Two, maybe. Doesn't look
I
like
I
that many.
I do
They are
like.
just fully committing on the
You
skeets.
see that? This is
Yeah, I like
yeah,
that.
that's good. Reclaiming guys idle.
Would you? Oh, he's bringing it back. Okay.
Nope, repositioning it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I do like the play. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
smart. Okay, so you're behind as CoolPost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to win naval at this point,
Mm-hmm.
unless maybe they get some HLTs down. That could be pretty. You're gonna have to put them in very strategic positions. I mean, they can put them in strategic positions, like between the islands, maybe behind an island. I don't know.
You see this nice little pincer attack coming in?
Yeah, this is good. And from the
Mm-hmm.
front, it's like nearly a full
Mm-hmm.
surround, apart from not as many from the southeast from Rock, maybe. I don't know.
But here's what I would do: is I would pull my commander up here, build an air lab,
You get
and
combo.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing. I don't think you can go into K-bots at this point. You could try hold on. What you could do, if you didn't want to go for the com bomb, is you could try build on the. Because haven't you got the geos on the square
Mm-hmm.
areas? I mean, you could try get some T2 economy going there, maybe.
Yeah, but by that.
HLTs in your own base to try and hold them off. Just reclaiming the metal there and the constant cycling, and having safe energy on the land might be enough to help you to get some stable economy going, and then maybe you could go into like hawks. I don't know. Is that what you do? Hawks or bombers? I think bombers could be a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Well, it's really hard because what should be happening here is that the TA gods should be mixing in some enforcers, or even these subs here, and then once they did that, nowhere would be safe. So
yeah.
yeah, it's just a really hard choice. Like I mentioned, my option would be just to try to get a cheeky draw.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, I think the com bomb would be a solid option here. Now, if you were going to com bomb, I think they'd have to do it like 5 minutes ago. But what time is it now? They can't even cross the halfway line, can they?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah, 10 minutes. So they would have had 5 more minutes to wait.
yeah.
But no, they just control D and end it. Put
I
themselves out of their
wonder.
misery.
Here's a question for you: if there ever is Pinky in the Brain 2024 tournament,
I wanted to
do
see it.
you think? I don't know if you can do it though, can you? Because you're not in the game.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think that we should reduce the time for naval maps
Or
before com walking is allowed? Because naval people don't walk. The main
yeah,
reason is this is you can't just be egregious of it, you know. So for
yeah.
naval maps, do you think it should be reduced to 10 minutes in future?
I don't like making specific rules for specific maps. So if I were to go that route, I would do like just 10 minutes overall.
Mhm.
Um, but that is definitely something that we can discuss. And if anyone has any opinions on that, feel free to let us know. I meant to look at the totals there a little bit, but whoops. I guarantee you that the TA gods way outproduced Team CoolPost.
Yeah.
All right, so game 3 corners. This one I'm really looking forward to because I first of all love corners, and then um every time I've seen Postal play, he's always done some things that are a little out of the box, kind of rage gamer like, if you will. Maybe not
As
to that level of epicness, but
we expecting some line building of DTs, or I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I know Cool Nick will just line build everything.
Yeah.
All right, game is loaded up. Let's go. Up at the top, we have Team CoolPost. Post on the left, Nick on the right. And on the bottom, we have the TA Gods, Venom on the right, and Rock on the left. All right, so traditional build here, wins and mexes into K-Bot. I know that there are some people that try to work in a tier 1 vehicle rush. Any chance we see that in this game?
Potentially. I mean, Cool Post again might be going for the rush tactic, try and get an edge in earlier if they're not feeling that they can go for long games. I think also, yeah, I think that's probably a reasonable thing. I was going to say I think this is the game that they're trying to rush, but it isn't actually. That's the Mast, wasn't it?
Oh, wait a
Oh, you're
second.
right.
They're both doing it. Okay.
Yeah, maybe they're going to go for it. You're right. Traditional from both of them at the top.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder how aggressive they go.
We've got a Weasley. Is there going to be... No, there's not a Jeffy. But we have got a Weasley. Just the one.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is probably just a scout and to force a reaction out of Nick. And then from here, he'll probably put out a few cons and then go straight into instigators. And I would assume the same thing from Rock.
Yeah, I expect... Do you think they're going to go into K-Bots? Because I think K-Bot on this map is just so much more easy to get going.
Yeah, so
in the metal area.
The thing, the vehicles can work. The problem is that the scaling of the economy doesn't work as well. The build power of the construction vehicles outproduces what you can make with vehicle factories. So it can get a little off kilter, and going K-Bot for the economy just smooths things out a lot better.
Here comes the Weasley.
Nice
Is
defensive
it going to do
Jethro.
anything?
And it's dead.
But it did delay. You know, he had to produce 2 Jethros to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And one thing to notice here is that Coolnick did trap his commander in here, so I'll be interested to see if he pulls it out at any point. Oh yeah, and Postal did as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of players do that. I'm not a fan of that myself because, say, you're not paying attention late game or even mid game. It's if people see you consistently do that, you just get sniped really easily.
Well, in watching the game, the Bear Snatch versus Posay Patrol games, Monka died because of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mid game, Monka's commander was still there. Metin picked up on it and just bombed him out.
I can remember a game a long time ago against you when you were pretty dominant on this map, and I was losing to you.
I think you nuked me, right?
Yeah, I guessed your commander was there and just dropped a nuke on your head. Which wouldn't have killed you, I don't think, with the way Proto works, but it's a building next to you exploded, which also did damage.
So the winds actually have a pretty decent area of effect for their explosion. So I think being right next to the winds is what did me in.
Wind.
Yeah, so if you're going to go this flash rush, you got to keep your commander here. Like that build power.
Yeah, I don't like the bit there. I mean, because also the way that Rock is doing it is he's just walking his commander line building mexes, whereas you can just trap your commander and build way more quicker.
Oh, we have a fan of meals in chat. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Who's that?
Who could it be?
That's a big question.
It's a mystery.
Some harassment here. I don't think that con's not going down.
All right,
I like the T2.
Yeah, I like getting the T2 up, but well, he definitely doesn't have enough metal to support that right now.
No, I'd have like at least 2 more cons on metal production. I mean, both of them don't seem to be doing much eco in terms of metal.
Good total.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly not that bad for Cool Nick, but I thought it'd be a lot worse considering.
Yeah, I really did too. He's doing a good job of trying to protect his cons here.
Yeah.
Nice. The defensive Jethro is really coming into play.
Is there any other T2 going down? Or is this purely them trying to finish it as quickly as possible?
Yeah, it seems like it. So, you know, Venom's getting up his K-bot now. Rock already has his up, but he's tripling down on the vehicle plant.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is... I think they're going for the quick win. I'm not sure it's actually going to pay off. Now that they've got T2 up, and they haven't been punished that much, I'd say CoolPost hasn't. Or at least Cool Nick. So I think as long as he gets his economy going now, he can pump those Necros or Farks out.
And even just getting out a couple warriors to defend the T1 stuff.
In the meantime, yeah.
But yeah, they're really focusing on Cool Nick here. And to Cool Nick's credit, he is defending this pretty well. Things are starting to die up here, but overall, not much economic damage yet.
I mean, it is all to TA God's credit. This is all completely one-sided at this point. There hasn't been any... Have they even crossed the halfway line?
No, they haven't been able to at all. Yeah.
You okay coming in from Postal?
Yeah, so things are looking a little dicey here for Cool Nick now. His units kind of got caught in between both sides of the attack. But he's defended it, and you can see Venom is kind of letting off the pressure now. He's getting his eco going with the T2.
Yeah.
Rock has his T2 up now, and I have a feeling things will kind of take a breather here for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
These are actually probably going to get some wins, or maybe not.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he's doing a good job of trying to cut them off. I mean, if he destroys one, they should all cram up on each other. I mean, is he going to get a single wind?
I think he might not even get this con. Let's see.
What's going on? There's another wave of tanks trying to come in to... Oh, they stopped the T2 lab going down. That got cancelled. Counter-attack coming in from
Yes. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That good job by Postal giving Nick some metal.
Yeah, because I was surprised how he was keeping up with that amount of mexes on his side.
This counterattack might have some
weight behind
potential,
it.
Yeah. This
They
has
can
been
stop the Geo. That would be pretty huge.
This has been a very good match so far. Now there are some people in the community. There are some people in the community that would say right now that Venom needs to control D this Geo to kill these units. Like look, like you time a control D to pop it like right when these guys walk by.
Oh yeah. I think all that stuff's dying, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
All right, so Postal tried his little poking with some pyros, but he's getting cut off. Venom, I think, is going to be able to fend this off. Okay. But getting that Geo, getting that Geo was really, really important.
Yeah, I would say it is important. However, it looks like Venom has also been investing in wins.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's wise. I actually think it's pretty risky and time consuming to invest in a Geo, especially a 2v2 where distances are closer and they can get picked off a lot more quickly.
Yeah, in our match against TFA, for the first time ever, I kind of slacked on my win production and focused heavily on getting multiple Geos up. Like I was getting the ones in the middle even. And Knob, as the very first thing he did when he got his Big Bertha up was he targeted every single one of my Geos.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, Geos are great, but I feel like it's just too difficult to maintain positioning always to protect them. At least maybe until mid-game, I don't know. But it depends, doesn't it, on the matchup, I suppose.
Yeah. One thing that that I'd like to note here is that while Coolnick was getting a pretty decent counterattack down here, it appears that he was kind of left behind on his eco, because now you can see he's trying to start up all the wins. He is getting some Moho mexes out now.
I think it's going to be too late, because by the time he gets that done to get his eco going to support any, I think it's just going to be, there's going to be a wave.
Compare that to Venom, where he already had his wins going. He has multiple Moho mexes out already.
Yeah. What I will say, he's not he wasn't a moment ago utilizing his metal fully. In fact, he isn't again.
Right.
Just get some HLTs down, rush them out with a FARC. That helps you protect your metal and your back line. If you really need to, go raged gamer mode and
just wall off everything.
Yeah, exactly. Or was it Minter?
No, Karakari.
Karakari, yeah. It looks like Rock is going.
Yeah, Rock watched our game against Let Us Cook. He knows the deal.
Yeah, this is pretty much. It looks like
this is very bad.
I don't think it's over necessarily, because as long as those Mohos don't go down, which they are.
This one survives.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this guy may get it.
Yeah, this is the problem. He got left behind in eco, tried to go later, and then now it's just he's getting T2 in his face.
All right, so Venom trying to get up advanced vehicles.
What do you think that's for? Reapers or?
Probably.
I would guess it's probably going to be Reapers. Could be Diplomats, though. They haven't really got the defenses to need them.
Yeah, I don't think Diplomats are really needed unless you had
Doomsday machines.
Yeah,
maybe.
Unless you had like Postal bring up a whole bunch of Doomsday machines or something like that.
If they had that,
Reapers.
it would make more sense to go. Was it Dominators? I believe
for the K-bots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just go Dominators rather than.
I mean, realistically, Rock has the right idea. Just go Bomber. Just bomb it.
Yeah, Bomber is too strong. Too strong.
Alright, haven't checked up on Postal's eco. Oh, he even shared him some Mo's. That's so nice of Postal. He's a great guy. So considerate. Alright, building the Vipers instead of HLTs. Do you think that was maybe intentional?
I'm not. Well, presumably yes. I'm not sure. I like them not being walled up with DTs.
Yeah. So the reason I ask is, if you're on the page to build a Geo, the hotkey for that is the same as an HLT.
Yes. Yeah. I've done this myself. So, yeah, possible on error, but I mean, probably.
Either way, it still works.
Yeah. I like the Vipers because they got a lower. I think they've got a lower center of mass. Spot.
Right, where are these
It's
guys
lower. So
going?
if you put a DT around it, then it's harder for them to be hit or targeted.
All right, so let's look at potential bombing targets real quick. Geo there, but I don't think they've scouted. Not Geo, Fusion there. I don't think they've scouted it. Of course, you could always bomb labs. Geos. That Fusion is the only super obvious choice for me.
Yeah, bomb the Geos maybe on the way in if you can, and some of the anti-air. Oh, yeah.
2 Geos down. Yeah, perfect. Good job.
This is why I don't like to invest in them, because people do tend to go air. So I'd rather invest in backline fusions or something like that.
Alright, so Venom's getting his fusion up now. Still going strong with his Moho mexes. Rock's got some Farks helping up. Kinda... I don't know, Rock. That guy's idle. Ugh. Gotta do better.
Yeah, I mean, all the pressure is actually, to be fair to them, is on, in this point of time, other than the air attack then, is on TA God's side of the map. So this would be a good time to be getting some defenses up, because you know a counterattack is coming. I mean, I'd like to see more line building from Cool Nick. Getting those MTs just spreading out from his base and some HLTs mixed in there.
Yeah, he needs to get his advanced radar up too.
Yeah, look, also some metal. Just get some metal down.
Another thing is that this is completely wide open. Like, he needs to use this space.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to his credit, all the attack has been coming from here, so...
Well, recently, yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot of cans.
Yeah, I like the can production.
Getting a Doomsday up now.
I do like the Doomsday machine as well.
Got some flak in.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to start building some flak myself on I do sometimes, but more often on this map. I think. Oh, there's a big Bertha going down. Just saw that.
Yep.
I like that. It's good positioning. Because in 2v2s, you don't actually need to build them that far forwards. I think it doesn't actually even need to be that. I mean, if you go onto big map, select it with rock, you can you see the area of it?
Let's see. This one, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so it covers, it could be further back even.
And honestly, it can hit a good bit of Coolnick stuff, right, as it is right now.
Yeah. So...
These Reapers might start breaking through here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, Goliath too.
Yeah, I like that.
Look at all this line building. That is insane.
Well, do you think the reasoning for the Goliath is... I don't know if it can, but I assume... As Reapers can't shoot over Dragon's Teeth, can Goliaths? Is that the reasoning?
I don't know. I know that they can definitely shoot better over Rex, so... There's, you know, that's one potential good reason for them. And if you're trying to hit just static defense and eco, you know, you don't need anything too crazy.
Yeah. Doomsday. Popping stuff off.
So
There is a cloakable
the
fusion
BB
reactor there that's hidden.
Yeah, right here. And it looks like Rock first started to target the lab. I would have gone straight for the fusion.
Yeah. Oh, maybe is he going for it? It looks like he was going for the lab, and that just overshot.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe he has multiple targets selected. But Coolnick is in some big trouble here.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the production or economy or defenses to contain this push from Venom. And that's because of the good work that TA Guards did earlier on this match to make sure that he was under pressure from the very beginning. That's a bold move to put that cloakable fusion right next to the non-cloaked fusion.
That has to be a nano block. Has to be.
Yeah. Is that a fire engine?
Yeah, apparently there's some sort of emergency going on
I
around.
thought one of your children was coming home pretending to be a fire engine for a moment. So that's a good impression. Yeah.
Alright, so I believe the game is going to be pretty much decided here very shortly.
Yeah, they haven't got the air up to counter. They haven't got their own Timmies or BBs up to counter theirs or any air, so... Yeah, I do like that. They've gone... I think BB's... So what do you think? Is BB a smarter move than T2 air? Because BB is sustained...
You do both. I mean, the simple answer is you just do both.
Yeah.
The caveat to that is that you need to actually be able to do both.
Is it going to be able to... This looks like it's going to get minced.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think enough...
Yeah, it got minced.
Unfortunate. But I will say, this Big Bertha really hasn't done a too much. Like, has 9 kills, but it hasn't hit anything important, at least that I've seen.
Yeah, not yet. We're supposed to go up and see...
Well, it got a lab there, but the lab was already in trouble anyway.
There's a big push going on in Coolnick's space. Those LLTs. Is this a keeper of executions? I know Escalation and main players tend to build more LLTs than Proto players, but
ooh, these Reapers getting back in the middle. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point the game's up. Do you say to Postal? We got the Rapiers coming in as well. Do you say to Postal you need to get a nuke up or your own Timmy up and try and go for a snipe here, or?
Maybe I don't know. Definitely a Timmy.
Who would you try and snipe, Rock or Venom here? I mean, you can't see their comms. You have no scouting information whatsoever if you're Coolnick or Postal.
Probably... I don't know, because they don't even have air to... Well, he does. I don't know.
Okay, he's out.
I would think if I were Postal, just go for Rock since he's right across from you. But
yeah,
he doesn't have any scouting. He went in for the BB, so he knows, you know, what's here. But other than that, he has no idea.
Yeah, where's Postal's commander?
Right in the middle.
Cloaked. Okay, yeah, so they have a... I mean, in a way it's a dangerous spot, because I know some people like to target the
metal. Nice.
Yeah, that cloakable lab has just gone down. Being repaired by one of them.
Ooh. Yep. Whoa, did you see those bombers?
Yeah, they just got absolutely wrecked by something.
It almost looked like they were Control D'd.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. There's some shooters. I like the shooters. This is a good play.
You know these hawks here? I'm pretty sure they're just there for scouting at this point.
Yeah, there's too much AA there. You can see there's several cobras in that local area. I'm not sure I like the rapiers being thrown away, but I suppose at this point you're just trying to get the time as quickly as possible, so I can understand the reasoning behind it.
Oh, no way. I can't believe that survived. Oh, you see that?
Yeah, not much health at all. Valkyrie, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a second one. He loaded his commander up and it's off screen right now. Let's see,
Yeah,
can we
I
go
mean,
to postal cam?
do you think, here's another thing, for future tournaments, do you think you get a commiserate, you know, like in some sports, so for example, I imagine you don't watch rugby
I
as
do
your,
not.
yeah. In Rugby Six Nations, which is popular in the UK and France and Italy, if you're within 7 points, a try is 5 and a conversion. So that's like a touchdown and a conversion. That's
Oh,
if that's the equivalent. And he's out.
yep.
Do you think we should include, if you manage to bomb one of them, you get a commiseratory, I don't know, half point, 1 point? What do you
Oh,
think?
I'd be okay with granting a point because you know, that stuff is kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, I think, would we have to bump a tie up to 2 and a win to 3 then?
Um,
Or would it also be 1 point? But then what's the point of a tie then? You just get the bomb. We'd have to work on the point system a little bit if we're
yeah,
changing that for the future.
yeah. Something to think about going forward, but I like the way your mind's going.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at economy real quick. Venom got his revenge on Rock and outproduced him. Good job. Kulnik, he again, that early counterattack that did some work. It really left him behind in the eco department.
Yeah.
And Postal, again, considering how early it was for him, I think he handled that game pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, shame about the excess metal that could have been used elsewhere, but
Mm-hmm.
under a lot of pressure. And I suspect if he hadn't had to give his own mohos, he might have actually been past rock in production
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah,
metal.
probably.
So really, it's just well played by tier gods to put CoolPost into that position.
Yeah, and I will say I do like Venom mixing in the advanced vehicles. You don't normally see that many getting built. Generally, if you do, it's an ARM player just building penetrators and just having them sit in the back. But yeah, it was good. He completely rolled over Coolnick, so that was great work. All right, well, that's it for those 3 games. EA Gods, it was 3-0 versus CoolPost.
Yeah.
It honestly, it wasn't even very close. So yeah.
No, I mean there was some. I mean, riding the fourth wave, there was a nice attack early on, but it just wasn't met with eco building at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously labs left not building stuff. I mean, yeah, it was. I enjoyed the games. I just I think tiredness may have played a part for
Definitely.
CoolPost in this, and I hope maybe for those who are following the tournament, I don't want to reveal necessarily any of the other games, but the final seedings have been near enough completed. There is an 8th seed playoff currently ongoing at the moment. But yeah, hopefully we'll see more of them in the bracket stage.
Yeah.
And hopefully they play better there.
Should I go ahead and show the bracket, the completed bracket
Yeah,
as
I
of
suppose
now?
we can do a spoiler warning.
Yeah.
This will reveal results of other games potentially.
Yep. So here we have the bracket. He mentioned the 8th seed is going to be a playoff, a best of 3 playoff between Jose Patrol and Let Us Cook. Hopefully they can get that get those games played soon, but you know, TA gods won't know their fate until
Oh yeah,
until that game is
TA
played.
gods are quaking in their boots right
That's
now.
right.
They should be scared. I mean, I don't know who I'd want to choose out of those two teams.
Yeah.
Even though we've already played on them.
Yeah, I don't know. Um,
So, and even though we're 4-0 against them, but that's not the point.
right, yeah. But here the bracket overall is going to be fun to watch because you have PA gods, of course. Everyone's predicting them to advance to the finals pretty much.
Yeah.
But us against ATM, I I'm hopeful that we can pull off a victory, but realistically, Team ATM will be favored.
No, we're
And
smashing them.
all right, yeah, we're just absolutely
Absolutely.
crushing them.
You've just got to have ignorant confidence, and then it'll all be fine.
That's right.
Or
But
arrogant confidence, maybe even. Yeah.
yeah, a semifinal matchup of TA Gods and ATM. I know a lot of people would like to watch that. Some
Mhm.
very popular players there. Um, and then TFA in the lower part of the bracket. I have a feeling they're just gonna run straight through. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Well,
the addition of Jorn, he, he's put them on another level, I believe.
yeah, they're pretty formidable. I agree. I think hopefully Sergeant Spag, they've had a lot of games. They've played all their games in the tournament and learnt a lot of stuff. Maybe they'll be able to, I don't know, get a favourable map and maybe win that. I don't know. I think definitely the best Snatch versus CoolPost is going to be an interesting game to watch. I look forward to seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Metan and Tasto, obviously you had him on in a cast
Mm-hmm.
recently.
Yep.
So hopefully we'll see some good games there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. From these games today, the Cool Post versus the TA Gods, did you see any potential brain or pinky plays?
Mm, nothing major. Is there anything in specific that you thought?
I was trying to think about it. Um, the early rush of on writing the fourth wave, where Kulnik shared his titles, that could have turned into a potential brain play, but it just
Yeah.
didn't materialize.
Yeah, I think they needed to. If the way that game had gone had been it had been like really even after that point, then I would have said, or potentially even in their favor, and set back Venom. Then I'd be like, yeah, that's a brain play, nice strategy to start the game. Not saying it's the brain play, but just it could have been a contender. But because they didn't capitalize on their own eco, I don't know if Postal was just focusing on microing the searches and tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that identified really be like, yes, this is a contender.
Right.
Myself.
Yeah. And I didn't see anything too crazy to be a pinky play. There were definitely
No.
some little mishaps, but nothing outrageous.
Or if anyone else has happened to see any Pinky or Brain players, please just forward them to us, and we'll potentially include them in some upcoming content. But
That's
yeah,
right.
please forward them on the TA Universe Discord in the Prota 2v2 tournament channel.
Yep. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching. And, there's still some more games left to be cast. So whether it is done by us or Breezy or Postal or anybody else out there, make sure to look out for that. Otherwise, thank you, Tristan, for joining me again. And yeah, everyone have a good day.
Bye.